Dress your age, like what does that even mean? Hi baby stars, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Runzi. I'm an artist, but I really enjoy talking about mental alchemy, mental hygiene, and personal development right here on my channel. If you're interested in topics like that, please hit like and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. As you can see today, I am all dressed up like a doll. I really like this style, surprisingly. I even made my own necklace. This is a bone. It's made out of clay. I made this myself. And I'm actually testing out my new mic. I'm really sorry if the audio is not doing very well. But you're not here to be discussing about mics with me today. So let's discuss about today's topic, which is aesthetic. Honestly, I don't know where to start because my mind is like so jumbled up. There's just so many things I want to talk about when it comes to style and aesthetic and identity. Please keep in mind though, I'm not going to discuss anything deep like gender identity or things like that because I feel like it's not my place to be discussing about things like that. So I just want to talk about the very surface level, which is just related to fashion and the way you express yourself. I just want to point out that I realized that a lot of the times nowadays, especially with social media, a lot of us felt the pressure to put ourselves in a box to limit ourselves to a certain aesthetic. It's like our styles are very curated. I find that a lot of people usually limit their style because they associate themselves with a certain label. For example, if you are into the coquette, I don't know how to pronounce that word, coquette. I'm just gonna insert it here. I personally love this style so much, I live for it. So for example, if you are into this aesthetic, you might want to experiment with a different aesthetic, but you won't really allow yourself to do it because you feel like it will clash with your identity. Does it make any sense to some of you, or does it make any sense at all? I used to be really envious of people who succumb to only one or two styles. It's as if they stick to that style for the rest of their lives. For example, if they're a punk, they will associate with being a punk for the rest of their lives. Although I do acknowledge that punk is more like a lifestyle, but I'm just talking about this style at this point. So I'm really envious of people who can just stick to one style, and I always thought that there's something wrong with me because I literally want to experiment with everything. I just came to realize that your outfits and your aesthetic is just a state of mind. It's just what you want to be at that point of your life. You don't actually have to tie yourself to any style at all if you want. You can look preppy one day and you can look like a rock star the other day. I don't really understand why a lot of us, at least for me personally and for the people that I observe around me, felt the need to put themselves in a box, to label themselves as a certain aesthetic. It is kind of weird because I feel like there's just so many things for us to experience and experiment around, for us to play around with. There's just so many styles that at least personally, I would love to try out. And this is just my opinion, but I feel like sometimes we dress ourselves or play a character where we thought that that's what others will perceive us as. I don't dress like that all my life. Back in those days, I used to be like a full-on visual K. I don't dress in pink or anything girly at all because I felt like I just have a lot of angst and I want to express that through my sense of style. But as I grow up, I realized that I really love dressing up girly and things started to slowly change. And a lot of people pointed out that they find it really weird that they're not used to my new quote-unquote identity. And it's not even that my personality had changed because I still talk the same, I still act the same more or less. Maybe I'm smarter though, but I'm still the same. It's just that my style has evolved. So if you feel the pressure or the need to put yourself in a label or an aesthetic. I hope this video elevates you from that pressure, because you are allowed to express yourself however you want. You are allowed to look however you want. I know that most of my audiences here are girls, and if you girls are scrolling through YouTube, you probably see a lot of influencers preaching about dressing feminine, looking classy, being elegant. But if that doesn't resonate with you, feel free to just be yourself. Especially young girls out there, you don't have to be listening to anyone's advice, including me. Life is meant for you to experiment around and to discover yourself. Whichever styles fit you at the moment, just go for it. You don't have to be like everyone else. You don't have to dress like everyone else. If you like to look like a Christmas tree, by all means, do it. My mom used to bash me a lot for my style when I was younger. She used to comment a lot of negative things about the way I express myself, because I used to, when I mention Christmas tree, I really mean it. I used to decorate myself like a Christmas tree because I love going full on out. I literally treat the world like my runway. And I mean it. I still do it now, you know. I still do it now. I really have fun doing it. I looked super edgy back then, to be honest. It was funny, but now that I think back, I regret nothing. I really had fun. I really did dress the way that I wanted to dress at that time, and it was fun. It was really fun, to be honest. So if there's anything that you can take out of today's video, is just to simply dress the way you like to dress. Be the aesthetic that you like to be. Create your own aesthetic. You're allowed to freely express yourself regardless of what others say, because they're not you and you're not here to please anyone. If you feel happy and confident in the way you dress, just have fun with it, because life is not that long, maybe, at least in my perspective. Life is pretty short. So while you're here and you're still young, and even if you're old, regardless of your age, nobody cares, you are still allowed to dress the way you want. You know, especially elder women, a lot of people kind of put the pressure on them and tell them, dress your age. Like, what does that even mean? I know that there are certain dress codes that you must abide, but if you are living your own life and doing your own thing out and about, personally, I feel like it's just pointless to tell someone to dress your age or dress appropriately. As long as you're not doing anything obscene, everyone is free to express themselves, to dress however they want to dress. I don't even think that there's a need to explain ourselves on why we like dressing a certain way, regardless of your age or your gender. If you're a boy watching this, same applies to you. So a lot of the times you don't dress a certain way because you're afraid of people judging you. Truth is, people might judge you a little bit, but they care about themselves more than you. Most likely, they're just simply projecting their insecurities, or they're just envy that you have the confidence to rock whatever you want to wear. I think it's always best to use your mind to simply please yourself. Make use of your thoughts to benefit your life. I will go deeper into it in the future, like how to manipulate your mind to like yourself more. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comment section down below. I think that will benefit a lot of you. But for today's video, it's just gonna be super surface level. I just want to talk about style, fashion, aesthetic, because that is something that I love. I'm going to head out soon, so this video will be super short. Just dress in whatever you like to dress. You don't have to abide to any aesthetic at all. Be your own aesthetic if that's what you want to be. So that's it from me for today. I really hope that you enjoy listening to me talk and ramble. If there's anything you want to discuss about, feel free to comment down below. I always enjoy reading your comments. Thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!